Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 7th Link for Growth National News Show for 2015. My name is Chris Ogle, and I've got a very action-packed show for you this afternoon. I'll be on for about half an hour. No guests today. They're all busy enjoying the lovely summer weather that's just arrived. So I am, for my sins, are sitting here amongst the lighting, very, very warm. So we're going to cover a number of things today on this show, and this show really is about setting the scene for the second half of 2015. There's been a lot of preparation work, a lot of things going on in Link for Growth during the first half of the year, and the plans are coming to fruition, which is fantastic news. And so I'm going to take you through some of the things that have been delivered, some of the things that are currently almost to be delivered, and some of the things are going to be a little bit longer coming. But when I say longer, I mean not this week or coming, but longer in terms of over the coming month. So we're going to be covering community building and some of the things that we're doing with regard to community building. We're going to be, there's a few people I need to credit as well. I'm going to be talking about the community forums. We've recently changed those, as you may have noticed, and I need to give you a quick update on what's happening there. We're going to be talking about Link for Business. Now, we've mentioned Link for Business on a few of the previous TV shows. If you remember a couple of shows back, we had Asif Raymond on the show talking about Link for Business. So I just want to bring you up to date with that and let you know where we are. The important thing that I've discovered really in my travels around the country is that people are a little bit confused as to how Link for Business fits in with the overall Link for Growth strategy. So I'll be covering that today and letting you know exactly where the key unique points of Link for Business are and what that's going to actually do for the communities that we live in. So that's brilliant news. I'm also going to be bringing, it's a long show this, well, I hope it's not going to be too long, but there's a lot in this show. Link for Skills, I'm going to be talking about the imminent changes to Link for Skills. I just haven't had a chance really yet to write up the final script for this, but I've been talking with Carol Dodsley, I've been talking with the team here that's involved in delivering community, and we needed to make some changes there, but it's all good news, and it just opens up a whole new swathe of opportunities for everyone. So I'm going to be talking about that. And then I'm going to be talking about the TV channel, the national TV channel, L4G.TV. This is a really good opportunity for every single person in Link for Growth to get involved in some way. We all know that video is going to be really important in the future. Shows like this, I know they're not like some of the other shows that we run, which are actually coming on leaps and bounds, but national shows, there's some in development, there's others where we're getting the teams together. If you really want to get your profile out there, then the national TV shows are one really excellent way to do it. So do get involved in that. And I'll come on to more about how that's possible a little bit later on. And then I'm going to talk about what you can get involved in the coming month. And then we've got some really interesting things that you can participate on, all for the good of yourselves and what you're doing in your community. So I'm going to talk about those because I'm quite passionate about them. And I want to know everybody in Link for Growth. I want to know who they are, what their story is, and I'm going to be talking about that in a little bit, but I'm very excited about that. So let's get back to community building. Over the past 2 years, 3 years actually, we've been out there building community. In fact, it's 3 years next month that we really started on the journey that we're currently on. And we've made a lot of mistakes in that time. We've learned a lot of lessons, and we've done a lot of good, and we've also made some mishaps along the way. But what is really a struggle for people is to understand what the term community building actually does mean. And in order to start community building, what do you do? What do you actually do to start community building? What's the process? And I've borrowed some enlightenment really from the transition town movement, because we've just started one of those near where I am, and they've been doing this since 2004, or maybe even earlier than that. They've got a whole load of experience in how to kickstart a new project in a new place, and that's something that we can really draw some real well, we're very similar in many ways, so we can draw some from their levels of experience, and we can adopt a similar, different but similar process to starting up communities. Now, who can get involved with this, what I call the Community Kickstarter program? Well, pretty much everybody, because if you've got an existing community, this is going to help to basically give it a real push in the right direction. If it's a brand new community in a brand new area, then this is, if you like, a blueprint for how to take what's taken 2 to 2.5 years and condense that down into 6 months. So I'm currently putting all my thoughts together on this, currently working on that document. That document will be out in the next week or two, because it's vital for those people out there that are embarking on community building to know exactly what steps need to be taken, how that people can get involved and start to participate, and how we can start to share all the stuff that people are doing in the community, which is pretty good stuff out there. We really need to be able to get that into what we're doing, so that we can basically raise the profile of it, share what they're doing with other people around their community, and really get more and more people involved. And that's really what the process is all about. So I'll be working on that. It's about learning from our mistakes. It's about creating a replicable framework for expansion. It's about bringing Link for Growth to more people faster, because we need to do that. And it's about opening up a load more opportunities for everyone, because more people that participate, more people that are involved, the far greater opportunities and doors open for all of us. So it's all very, very good news. In terms of community building over the last month, I want to just give a shout out for a few people. Sarah McCarran has stepped up as district leader for Northamptonshire. A very, very warm welcome to you, Sarah. I had the pleasure of meeting you back in June over at Cambridge. Delighted that you've got involved. I think it's going to be huge in Northamptonshire. I can see the signs, and everything seems to be falling into place there. So brilliant stuff, and I'm looking forward to working with you in the coming months and years. A very big thank you as well to Len Harvey. Len suddenly produced 3 new events out of nowhere last week, so a massive well done to you, and also to Jerry supporting you, and Nikki, of course, who's been spending quite a bit of time with you. And just a quick point on that, we've got, I think, 8 newsletters out for 8 districts this month. I think that's the most 8 newsletters we've ever sent out. So a really a really big thanks to all the new newsletters that have been sent out, and also for Nikki and Jane and their support in helping those people to get their newsletters finished and out the door. I think I was the 8th, but there's still a few more that we could do. Actually, we could get up to about 14, I think. So any district that's not currently got a newsletter, that has more than 50 people in their email list, we should really be working with them to get a newsletter out as well. But brilliant stuff. I also need to say a big thanks to Emma Janes and Carol Fenner. Those two are starting a new event in Biggleswade. That's in the North Herts, Bedford and Milton Keynes district. So a big thank you for you. And Nikki, I think, is going to that next week to support you. And I understand that the venue does a Raw Food Friday lunch, the last Friday of the month, which, as you know, well, you might not know, but for those that do know, I'm on a raw month, so I might actually nip in there at the end of the month for my Friday lunch. So well done, girls, for getting that event up and running. I'm sure that'll be a fantastic success. I want to also thank Jane Walker for her continued and increased support on things like the websites and sort of running the district and assisting Paul Violet, the regional district leader coordinator, because she's really stepped up there and helping loads. So big thanks to you as well. And lastly, but not leastly, Nish Denuara, I think I've got his name right there, but Nish has been involved in helping us port the old forums to the new forums. And although it hasn't gone without some hiccups, we are now on the new platform and the old platform has disappeared. So thanks to you, Nish, for your support during that migration. Okay, so community forums now. I'm just going to talk very briefly about these. The community forums are Link for Growth's own networking place. Okay, so we've got Facebook, we've got Google Plus, we've got all these other platforms that we can use, but they are not under the, if you like, control of Link for Growth. They could be switched off tomorrow if the powers that be decided to do that. Link for Growth forums are not going to be switched off tomorrow. They are under our own control, so they are really, really important for us to participate on and understand that they are, if you like, central and core to what we do. If all else fails, we have our forums there. Now, there's still some teething problems on them since the port to the new platform, but we are working through those and they will improve. There will be an additional payment method which will be other than PayPal, so people can pay by credit cards, which would be fantastic. But do use the forums, do use them, do use the blogs, and do use the groups, because they're all much improved over the last incarnation. And I'm blogging pretty much once every couple of days at the moment due to what I'm doing with the raw food thing. But do get on there. It's a fantastic way of you sharing information about yourself, what you're doing, and also participating in a nationwide manner with everybody else that's in Link for Growth. Now, there's about 4,300 people at the moment on there. Most of those people have been to Link for Growth events. So whereas you might have been on forums in the past and found that they're a little bit intimidating, all of the people that are on there pretty much have been to events. They know what Link for Growth stands for. They know what we're about. They're not going to be nasty and horrible or trolling anybody on there. There is no moderation because we don't need to have any moderation. So do get on there. They are ours. They are nicer now than they were before. A few teething problems, but do bear with us. We will be getting them sorted out shortly. Okay, so I've covered those two things. I'm now going to go through Link for Business. Now, Link for Business, as I mentioned earlier, we've been talking about it for a while. It is coming to fruition now, but during my travels, people do question me about where is the place for Link for Business within Link for Growth. Now, what I always say is that Link for Growth is about the whole community, everything. If you take a pie chart, it's the whole thing. Link for Business is about 30%, okay, of that community, but it's still an integral part. So if you were to take out a wedge of a third of that circle and just move that to one side, that third represents Link for Business. Why does Link for Business exist? Well, because we recognize that actually the engine room of local community is local business. So it needs and it ought to have special consideration, not in a we're better than they type of special attention, but in the sense that they need things more and different things to what normal regular folk who are perhaps working in the community or bringing up children or whatever's happening. These people require different sets of skills, different sets of education, and different types of meetings. So we're recognizing that, because actually, if we can get successful businesses, local businesses, we're going to get successful communities. So it's very, very in line with what Link for Growth is doing. So basically, it does two things, Link for Business. The first thing is it raises your profile in the local community. So that's just a default of participating. And there's lots of ways within Link for Growth you can begin to market your business more effectively using the Link for Growth platform and Link for Business. What we're looking to do through the initiative of L4G Buy Local, there's lots of Buy Local initiatives out there, nothing wrong with that, but the L4G Buy Local initiative is about building a local team of business people, i.e. almost like an association of businesses for the local community, but at every single level. So, and this association just requires a subscription, but part of that subscription is about merely being part of the club that is about building the local economic community. And by working together, by building the local community together, by promoting people buying from each other, the local businesses buying from other local businesses, by promoting that, wherever possible, of course, we build up this camaraderie of businesses working together in the community. The spin-off from that, which is my third point, sorry, my second major point, is that through the association with Link for Growth and our involvement in community, we will be exposing to these business people a lot more about what is happening in the community than they could ever have experienced before. And it's through this integration of business and community that we can see real tangible benefits, because successful businesses who know what's going on in the community will contribute back to society in whichever way is best for them. So if they're a printer, they might provide leaflets or something at cost price for charities or whatever. If it's somebody that's good at websites, they might find that charity needs a website. So all of this is about really harvesting every facet of community and bringing it all together so we can just increase momentum and rebuild community faster. So Link for Business, absolutely essential as part of what we're doing. We are coming to the final stages now of the launch period for that. So we're not sure whether it's going to be July or maybe August for the first event, but it's very, very close now. So that's a big update on Link for Business. So Link for Skills now, what's happening with that? Right. Well, if you remember, you may not, but you may did, but a year or so ago, we basically decided that we would go online only with the Link for Skills workshops. Now, the reason for that was because we hadn't really got the infrastructure in place to be able to deliver Link for Skills physically on the ground at the time. With the work that we've been doing on Link for Business, we're now in a position to do that. So each district will essentially have a person who's responsible for education, and their role is to deliver on-the-ground workshops. Of course, there'll be people who want to do it online because actually they don't have to go anywhere. They can watch it over and over again. There's all the benefits of that, and that's never going away. That's just going to get better and better and better. But what we do find is when we talk to people is that some people, they want to go along to a physical event, they want to go on and meet the teacher, they want to go in there and network with other people, and they prefer that environment. And it's not Link for Growth's job or Link for Skills to say to people what they can and can't do. What we have to do is be flexible and offer a wide range of solutions for whichever way the people in the community want to consume it. So we're going to have a person responsible in the district for education. The workshops are going to be delivered both online and offline. Some workshops might only be done offline. Some workshops will be done both, and some might be just online. And some workshops that are delivered offline may then go online. So there's a whole variety of options there. Nothing is being excluded, and more details about this coming next week, which I'll come on to. But what we're looking to do is provide more people to be able to deliver workshops through the Link for Skills platform. So if you've got a talent, if you've got a skill, and you want to share that with other people, then Link for Growth wants to help you to be able to do that through Link for Skills. So that's one of the, and of course, although it's ostensibly marketing as well, because you're demonstrating your expertise, you can earn money doing it at the same time. So it's a real win-win. We want to enable more people to tap into Link for Skills, which is the People's University. So by encouraging more people to write workshops, by encouraging more people to learn new skills, we can basically grow the local knowledge base and share the knowledge that we have with people that need it. So really good news, and really excited about getting this out there so that we can start to run some of these workshops offline, and maybe even get some people interested in developing some new ones for the online platform as well. So more details on the mechanics of this, how it works, what the financial rewards are, and how you get a workshop started, etc., will be coming in the coming week. So look out for that, and I'll be working with the team to make sure that we get that information to whoever needs it. Okay, I'm just going to take a sip of this water because I'm parched here. Okay, L4G TV. Now, what's that all about? Well, L4G TV is a national channel for creating shows in a whole variety of different channels for different topics. So the feed, and also the national TV channel is a feed which is fed by all of the districts that we've got. Remember, there are 80 districts in Link for Growth. So those 80 districts doing videos, recording videos, putting them in their own video channels. Those channels will feed through onto the national platform. So let me just talk about what the subjects are and which ones that we've already got started, because of course we want your participation in this. We want more people to get involved. So we already have a finance channel. There's a couple of shows that have been run already, but we are looking to increase those shows. So if it's anything to do with finance, it could be a very basic one like understanding money and how to budget more effectively in a household. If you've got information, knowledge that you want to share about something like that, or you know someone, then let us talk to them, because that could be a great topic for a show, that kind of thing. There'll be a business channel, and this will couple in with Link for Business. We've already got a show at the very advanced stages being done by Diane Richardson, which is on design and marketing. She's got a team of 4 or 5 people who are going to be participating on that show, and I expect that show to be being broadcast within the next 3 or 4 weeks. We have people interested in running a channel for sustainability. Now, there's a couple of guys, Neil Emery and Carl Hughes, very passionate about sustainability. I'm sure there are a gazillion other people out there in Link for Growth that are interested in this topic too. So keep your eyes open for that one. We are looking to get that one launched in the next 4 to 6 weeks as well. And that'll be talking about all sorts of sustainability issues. Some of these shows might be bi-weekly, some of them monthly, some of them even might be weekly. It just depends who's involved, how many hands are on the tiller, and the different types of topics that might want to be discussed. The next one is health and wellness. We've already got somebody out there who's interested in doing that. We have got a plethora of people in Link for Growth who are in health and wellness. Step up, folks, your chance to be part of a discussion channel, if you like, on health and wellness, put in some of those old wives' tales and things that you might see on the TV. Like things like, is salt bad for you? Is sugar good for you? How much sugar's in this? And what should I be eating for breakfast? Whatever it is, these things will be discussed on the Health and Wellness channel. Education, technology, I fancy that one myself actually, because people know that I like to pioneer with new gadgetry and stuff like that. So technology, I'm up for that. Anybody else know about new stuff coming out, want to talk about it on a show? Come and talk to me, and let's get that started. Inspirational and spiritual, that's another fantastic one. Place for people to tell stories, place for people to get inspired, and spiritually that works too in that same channel. Obviously a Link for Growth channel, we want one of those because we need to be able to communicate the good things that are happening right across the country on a TV channel. So there'll be one for that too. And also history and heritage. Well, that's a big one. I mean, I think these National Geographic and channels on the TV and stuff like that get a lot of viewers. But how about feeding up loads of interesting stories about things of your town into a national show, talking about different aspects right across the country? We have a real chance here to just reconnect with our past and our history and get excited about this country, because we live in a fantastic country. A lot of people out there moaning and groaning about what's going on in this country. We live in an amazing country because we're amazing people. Don't worry about what's going on with the government and religion. Yeah, that's another issue. Great country, great people. Let's get talking about what's gone on in the past and making ourselves proud once more. So there you go, L4G TV, fantastic thing. We're rolling it out locally as well as nationally, but if you want to get involved in any of that, what I've talked about, please do get in touch with me or any of the district leaders. Just register your interest. We'll be in touch, and this is a real opportunity to drive it forward. It's not about me hosting the shows or other people who have got different roles in Link for Growth doing this. This is about everybody being enabled to participate. Doesn't matter who you are, you can still participate on these shows. Everybody's got the same opportunity. So step up and come be part of it. Right, so I've covered all the major topics, but there's a few things that I want to just mention before I close today. I'm doing quite well. It's 25 past, just gone. L4G Mingle. Remember, this is a 2-hour Twitter fest that we have on the first Monday night between 7:30 and 9:30. Do come along, make yourself known. It's just a bit of fun. Loads of people from Link for Growth all over and outside, around the country. It's not a buy my stuff type thing. This is about getting to know other people, connecting online, finding out a little bit about each other, talking about what we might be interested in, and getting some engagement. And it's great practice for Twitter. And if you get Hootsuite or TweetDeck or Buffer or any of these other tools out there, you can have a much better experience. Just follow the hashtag L4G Mingle and become part of it. It's good fun. I'll be on there, so will a lot of other people. Come and join us and have a bit of fun with us. Right, so that's tomorrow. That's Monday night. L4G sound bites. Now these have been around for a while, and a lot of the people in Link for Growth will be unaware of the opportunity they've got for an L4G soundbite. It's a 10 to 15 minute interview online, recorded, live, chance for you to talk about your passion, your business, why you're in it, what you're doing, and why you love it so much. So if you're interested in having one of these, it's fantastic. We put it on the YouTube channel, we put it on our Pinterest boards, we publish it in the Link for Growth forums. It will go on the district pages on Google+. We'll be bunging it on Facebook. It'll be everywhere. So if you want to get your face in front of a lot of people and just telling them what you love doing and why you love doing it, and this is the real chance. So yeah, I want to be inundated with requests, right? I want to have 50 people asking for a soundbite in July. Think we can do it? Hey, Go Deeper is one for you. Let's get some people, let's push the soundbite. Let's get this thing out there. The more people know about you, the more people see you, the more chance you've got of making new friends and doing some business. So get involved in that. Now, this is my real favorite, and it's going to be called L4G, What's My Story? Now, the reason why this came about was because I read an article about a Guardian journalist who spent a week with homeless people on the streets in order to gain some insight into what was happening and why perhaps this underculture actually existed. And what he found was that having talked to loads and loads of people, the first question that everybody asked was, what's your story? And the reason that this community is a community is because all they have is their story. That's it. That's all they have. Now we want to know what your story is, because like at our networking events, it doesn't matter really what you do in your business. That's not what builds the connection. That's what, I'm an accountant. Oh, okay, I'm your friend. It doesn't work like that. People get to know each other. They get to find out about that person. They get points of common interest that they can gel with and talk about, and they know they're going to have a good conversation about that subject. And that's what builds those links. That's what builds community. So we want to be able to record people's story. You don't have to tell the whole life story. Well, just snippets so that everybody in Link for Growth can learn a little bit more about who you are. We're not interested in what you have, we're interested in who you are, and that's really the key to What's Your Story. And these are going to be 15-minute interviews, again online live and recorded. They're going to be publicized. We want people to know who you are, because once people know who you are, they'll start to understand you better, then you get better engagement, and then everything goes from there. So 50 What's Your Stories. Come on, everyone, district leaders, tell everybody about these 2 opportunities. Let's really put some effort into this, because we just want to make sure that we have people out there making the most of what Link for Growth is all about. And these are 2 ways that people can get really involved really quickly. So that's it. It's 3:30. I'm bang on time. I don't know how that happened. Total accident. But if you've enjoyed watching this, thank you very much. If you'd like to share it with somebody else, please do so. If you think they might be interested in what Link for Growth is doing, this is a huge project, and the more the merrier. Don't leave it too long to get involved, because once you start being part of Link for Growth, you really do become part of a incredibly supportive and giving and generous community, which can only do good, to be fair, and we just want more people in it. So that's it for me. That's the end of the July news show. If anybody in America ends up watching this, then happy July the 4th, which is what it is today. So I will catch up with you all again next month on next month's show. And if I meet, I'd be delighted if I can meet you at some of the events, but get along to an event. I'm trying to get to as many as I can, so that I can meet as many people as possible. So thanks for watching, and catch you next month. Goodbye for now.